Jennifer Bizram has a story.
We're at the 9th Police Precinct in Manhattan, where Deputy Inspector Ralph Clement is the commanding officer. Not only does the precinct and community look up to him, so does his son, who's now a rookie cop with the department.
This is the most recent one that was presented to the 9th Precinct for the capture of the subway shooter.
Deputy Inspector Ralph Clement has been with the NYPD for 17 years and has broken barriers along the way, including becoming the first commanding officer of color at Manhattan's 9th Precinct. But it was no easy task.
Came as a dreamer, no papers, no green card. Worked in a sweatshop to pay off my debt. Went to high school.
Today, the Guyanese American, whose ancestors are from India, is one of New York City's finest and holds a master's in criminal justice.
I always keep myself grounded from my humble beginnings, and I always remember when I look at people and I look at their eyes, you know, I remember myself in their shoes looking at the white shirts, we call them, right? The executives, the lieutenants, and saying, wow, I want to be just like that person.
Still, last month is when he had the ultimate honor. Beaming with pride, the 44-year-old pinned his son David as Officer Clement.
Joy, overwhelming joy.
It feels amazing to walk in my father's footsteps.
Just 3 weeks wearing the badge and blue uniform, Patrol Officer Clement says he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
We have to kind of build that trust back and get them to be like, we're not against you, we're with you.
And big shoes to fill.
I'm going for a good place. I know that I'm able to hopefully live up to his legacy that he laid down.
Deputy Inspector Clement, who has an open-door policy with his staff and the community, says his inspiration came from his adopted grandfather, who was a police sergeant in Guyana. He's proud his son David is following in his footsteps. Together, the two are inspiring their families and immigrant and Asian American communities across New York City.
Whatever you dream of in America, you can attain.
And Officer Clement has a son of his own who he's hoping follows in his footsteps too and joins the NYPD someday. In Lower Manhattan, Jennifer Bizram, Pix 11 News.
Nice story.
Yeah.